on their areas is high. Cornerback and safety were a fewer other problems areas. Quarterback, offensive tackle, and wide receiver. The three most important positions offense are currently roadblocks to victory in Todd Wakan's first season. It is little easier to picture some of the young pieces. Developer at receiver to offensive tackle gets the nod as because need. According to True Media, Cleveland allowed the most pressure 45.5% among all teams last season. All five of the starters are unsigned next season. Baltimore turned over essentially its entire coaching staff, but head coach Jesse Minter and defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver are familiar faces to operation. The offensive line will be problem if the Ravens do not resign either center Tyler Linderbaum or guard Daniel Falele. They are also losing key depth at the tight end position. Running back Derrick Henry is not getting any younger. The defenses could use assistance at every position. Defensive line, linebacker, cornerback, and safety minter comes from Los Angeles, where the Rams had made the most out of the talent on the roster. Pittsburgh is looking at the quarterback between Mason Rudolph and Will Howard. Right now, the belief is that Aaron Rodgers will inevitably return, but that could draw out well into off season. Wide receiver is also position of need as the Steelers search for complements to Metcalf, defensive linebreaker, and safety are all position of needs for the organization. AFC South. The expectation is that calls either extend Francis tag quarterback Daniel Jones, which gives them stability at the game's most important position. Indianapolis addressed its biggest need in the form of source corner. The secondary should be fine if it assigns safety. Nick Cross, the defensive front seven, should be the focus of season. The buzz as indicates Travis Hunter Jr. will move cornerback full time next season, which probably that best usage of his talent. Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington, and Jacoby Meyers will presumably be back at receiver. The offensive line could use some fine tuning, but the defensive line safety or the biggest needs linebacker could be added if Devin Lloyd depart in free agency. Houston relied upon veterans to patch the offensive line last of off-season, but Trent Brown and End Ingram are hitting free agency. The offensive tackle play was underwhelming. Defensive line could also be a stress point dependent upon how free agency plays out. Sheldon Rankins Denico Artrai, Fole Fatu Kashi, Tim Settle, and Naquan Jones are all on expiring contracts. All on expiring contracts. Running back would be one to monitor Joey Mission is not healthy. Play next season. Would be marks delayed with injuries, and Nick Chubb is pending free agent. The secondary, particularly cornerback, was problem for the Titans this season. Edge rusher and linebacker should also be targeted. NSA looks to rise from the basement in Robert Saleh's first season. The offensive guard and wide receiver spots are two areas the Francis should look to improve support of Camod. Buffalo has not received quality safety players since moving on from veterans Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, linebacker and edge rusher are a few other positions that should be addressed this offseason. Interior offensive lineman Connor MC Gavan and David Edwards are due to hit free agency. So thus are situations to monitor. Wide receiver has also been the source of significant dialogue since the season end. Miami Dolphins cornerback at this time, the team still employs quarterback Tagovailoa website messaging that is looking to make change this offseason. The only way team takes on the contract is if Miami is willing to give a draft pick return. Cornerback was a need for the Dolphins last off season. They signed multiple veterans to address the problem in 2025, but now these players are slated to hit free agency again. They also have needs essentially everywhere else on the roster, including running back. New York Jets defensive line. New York is an interesting situation. Ownership mandated changes to the coaching staff